Details.
Details, details, details. Morning, Melissa. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Nichols. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Dan.
How are you?
Doing well. I just found out my buyers with Keller Mortgage got locked in at 2.875. That's really good, isn't it?
That's extremely good.
That's amazing.
That's
And no lender fees and all that beautiful stuff. Come on now. That sounds like a great thing to me. Give some minutes for everyone to pop out, pop back in. Looks like y'all are logging in still. I gotta find a cool video to use for my Zoom background. It makes me look like I'm flying or something. That'd be pretty cool. How you doing today, Mr. Dick?
Well, I'm doing good, except yesterday I discovered that I couldn't put a video in my Zoom background because my processor was not new enough. So either you have to have an Intel i.5 or better processor.
So your computer's 8 years old?
No, it's about 3 years old, but it's been a good one. But I'm thinking about upgrading it just so I can have those video backgrounds, because then it becomes even a better marketing tool, that you can put a video like that. Oh my gosh, you and Darth Vader.
You want to see something cool?
Yeah. I didn't see it.
Oh, they turned my shirt into the...
Oh, there you go. You look like one of the professional wrestlers.
Such a stark contrast. And
Yeah. Really and truly, a lot of people are amazed at some of the simple things that we do in technology, because they've not been on Zoom or whatever. Most of the people buying or selling houses have not been on it. And little things will bring up or raise up your bar of expertise, especially when we talk about Keller Williams being a great technology and learning company. So give that some thought, because it isn't hard to do.
all you got to do is show that you're worth that little bit more, and go from quite a bit more grandiose.
Yeah.
How do we differentiate ourselves?
Well, and you don't have to be goofy to do it.
I got one of my favorite jokes involved Goofy, Minnie, and Mickey.
Okay,
Yeah,
so my backwards or forwards?
You are forward, my friend. Congratulations.
Your image is forwards. Your mentality is backwards. I'm kidding. Very progressive, sir. Very forward. It is Thursday, which means that we are on the 4th day of this 5-day work cycle, 23 days into July, which means that we're almost done with the year.
Yeah.
Well, hey, guys, think about that. Is it kind of scary, right?
That's scary.
Now let me ask you a scarier question. What have you done with it?
I wring it out and squeezed every drop of money out of it.
All right, we're going to jump right into some role play. A little bit of mindset today, and I'm going to put one thing out there. We're going to jump right into role play. I heard something on a Tom Ferry podcast this morning that made me smile, and it changed the way I looked at things. We are in the happiness business. Think about it.
Interesting.
It's an interesting thought, right? It's an interesting, paradigm. I'm not in real estate. I'm in the happiness business. My happiness of choice happens to be housing.
Make yourself happy first, though.
Yes, I do have a house. I'm actually quite elated. I woke up at 1 o'clock this morning, so I've had plenty of time to ramp up my day. You guys know what happens when I don't sleep. My brain is just out there, which is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So that being said, I want a care call. I want a for sale by owner that you drove by, or I want you to follow up on a listing presentation that you did that you didn't sign the contract at. Who's feeling bold?
You know I will, but
What was the second one?
The second one is a for sale by owner that you drove by and saw the sign. I'm adding some cake to it. You have a listing coming live right around the corner. Who wants to go? Who wants number one? Care call.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
you can call
I'm trying to
me.
find the video. There we go.
Okay. Who wants number two? Who's going to be the agent that has the listing around the corner but saw a for sale by owner sign in the same neighborhood? This is some next level stuff. Come on. Angela, give her the care call. Do the difficult one.
Nobody even wanted to do the care call one. I do have to get off the phone in like 10 minutes. I have to take my puppy for her shots.
Okay. So I'm pushing you because I know you're trying to get more listings. Angela's going to be, we're going to start with number two. Angela's going to be my listing agent. She's got a listing coming soon around the corner in this neighborhood. She does a drive-by right before the listing goes live, and she notices her for sale by owner sign in the front yard. Larry's my owner.
So wait, I've got, so the owner, me as the owner is, I put a for sale sign in the yard in front of the house that I've listed with this agent.
No, that you're around the corner from a house being listed by an agent.
Okay.
Oh,
You may or may not know that listing's even there.
Okay.
oh, okay. So all right.
Have I set the scene?
I think so. I'm going to try.
Okay.
So I'm going to call him real quick. Ring, ring.
Good morning. This is Larry.
Hey, Larry. My name is Angela. I'm just calling from Stratton Group. Just cruising around your neighborhood, and I noticed that, and I don't know if you know this, but there is a house that is actually going on the market within the next 24 hours. I was just curious if you were aware of that.
There's a house called where?
There's a house right around the corner from you that is going on the market, and I don't know if you were aware of that or not.
Okay. So why are you calling me?
Well, the reason I'm calling you is that we're just kind of actually calling through the neighborhood to see if anyone knows anyone who might be interested in buying this particular home. Do you have any family and friends that are currently looking for a home right now?
Well, if they were, I'd have them buying my house.
Oh, so you're thinking about selling your house as well?
Well, I have a sign in the front of my house that says for sale by owner.
Now I'm confused. I thought there was somebody else that had a. Okay. Wow. So you're also selling your home. I wasn't aware of that. I didn't go down your street and notice that you also had your house for sale. So can you just tell me a little bit about like maybe how long you've had it on the market?
Well, I've had the sign out now for a couple of weeks.
Oh, great. That sounds good. A couple of weeks. Have you had any traffic at all?
Yeah, a few people have stopped and knocked on the door and so on. I've kind of talked to them, and I had a couple of people that I showed the house to, but nobody's stepped up yet.
Oh gosh. Wow. So what is your plan once you sell your house? Where do you plan on being after you sell your house?
Well, we're gonna go up into Colorado. We have a piece of land up there, got a travel trailer on it. So once we clear out of here, we can get up there and figure out what we're gonna do there.
Wow, Colorado's gorgeous. All those
Yes, it
mountains.
is.
I can imagine the views you're gonna have.
Less
So-
heat.
Yes, less heat for sure. A little bit of snow in July is not a bad thing sometimes, right?
Well, where we're at, we don't have that happen, but the temperatures are definitely cooler.
Wonderful. So when do you plan, when would you like to be there? Would you like to be
As soon as
there?
we sell the house.
True. So do you have a certain season that you prefer in Colorado that you'd like to see?
I mean, you know, at least there's 4 seasons in Colorado as opposed to here. So we
So
just like, we like we like the change in the weather.
oh, good, good. Well, so I'm just asking just because I can get an idea of, if you want to be there for Christmas, then, we obviously want to get your house sold so that we can get it through the whole process. So far you have had some traffic. You've had a few people come to your door, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you're marketing your house?
The sign in the front yard.
Ah, gotcha. So what would you say if I could maybe in like 15 to 20 minutes just show you a few other things that my company and me could do for you to get you more exposure? Hence, if you have more exposure, we could get you to Colorado. We could get you skiing by Christmas. What does that sound like?
Yeah, it's about the same thing the other 5 people or realtors that stopped by here and knocked on my door. And they've all said the same thing.
Oh, have they actually shown you though? I mean, even if
No, I haven't talked to them. I'm not paying commission.
Is there a reason why you don't want to pay commission?
The money.
So if I was able to show you how I can get you, well, how much do you want to get for your house? What's the magic number?
Well, we're hoping to get 250 out of it.
Okay. Well, so I know that the house around the corner that's listed right now is listed for 275. So if I was able to show you, even with my commission, how I can get you 250, but I can get you so much more exposure. I'm not just talking about Zillow and, small things like that. There's many more things that I could show you. Do you think you could just give me 15 minutes just to show you what I can do? And it's really up to you in the end. If you want to sell it on your own, I get it. But if I'm able to get you that 250, would it be worth 15 minutes?
Well, possibly, but a couple of people have stopped here seem to be interested, and one of them said they hope to come back in the next few days. So, why don't you give me a week, see if that one pans out. If not, then maybe call me in a week and we can talk about this some more.
I totally understand. You want to wait. Now, the market is yours right now. It is completely a seller's market. So
I hope so.
It is. There's not that the inventory is very, very small. There are a lot of buyers. My last closing, literally there was 10 offers on one house. So
Wow.
There's a lot of activity. We just sold a house. We just had a listing. It was about 3 miles from you, and it was only on the market for a week. So if that can kind of give you an idea of how fast homes are going, but it's true. The more people that know about it, the more people you're going to get and qualified people that are going to come in, not just people knocking on your door because they see a sign,
Okay. Well, like I said, then this one person seemed pretty interested. They asked for a few days to look at their financing or something like that. Give me a call in a week.
How about, do you think it would be possible even if it was just in the next few days? Because honestly, if they haven't reached out to you, there's a good chance that they are also looking at other homes. And
they said they needed like 3 days, 4 days to look at this. So I just, like I said, give me a call in a week.
Okay. You know what? I will wait until you see if we hear from them, but I'd love to be able to just 15 minutes just to show you. And it's in the end, it's always up to you what you decide you want to do. But I'm pretty sure in this market, I can get you 250. I really do. I think it's easy.
Okay. Well, like I said, let's see what these people do. Or we don't have to sell it tomorrow, but we'd like to get it sold and get on our way. So call me in a week, and we can talk more about it. If you think you can get me 250, that doesn't sound too bad. But these people, after I talk to them and so on, we kind of have a handshake agreement to give them the time to see if they can come up with their money.
I can respect that. Then I'll go ahead. I'll give you a call back in a few days. 3 to 4 days. I know you're gonna give them that time, and I'll call you on the 4th day and just see how things go. And if you can set a time, maybe aside for me, just 15 minutes, I'd be happy to just go over it with you.
All right. Well, like I said, give me a call in a week, and we'll talk about that.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Larry.
I know you got to leave soon for your dog. How do you feel?
Well, in the beginning, I already knew I was asking too many yes or no questions. And so I had to regroup a little bit to get more into the objection handling, and start nurturing and he just kept saying over and over and over that he wanted to wait those 3 or 4 days for those people. And I felt like I kind of had to let him wait those 3 or 4 days because he said it so many times. And if I don't acknowledge and listen to what he's saying, then I was like, okay, well, I guess I better wait.
I would have hung up on you 3 minutes ago.
Okay, why?
You never acknowledged the fact that he wanted to wait until the third time he asked.
Yeah, that
Because you were just like, well, I know I can get you the 250. Okay, great. Now you're hard selling me? I'm not interested. Goodbye. Larry, give me that same objection. You know, I got a guy that came by and I want to wait a week.
I'm sorry, I said what? What you?
Give me that same objection line.
No, yeah, I had some people come by. They're really interested now, so they needed to check into their financing. So just call me in a week.
Okay, that's great. Did you happen to know if they were pre-qualified or not?
I'm not sure because they were checking into their financing stuff.
Right, that takes some time. What I'll do, Larry, we'll talk again in a week or so. And in the meantime, if you don't mind, I'll drop by the house because I'm going to be in the area for that listing that I've got around the corner for you. I'm just going to drop off some information for you that might be helpful in the event that they do come back sooner than then. And if you have any questions, please give me a call.
Yeah, okay, I can look at. I mean, like I said, I really didn't want to talk to a realtor about this at all. But if these people don't come through, then we're back to square one. So anything you got for me, sure. If you just want to drop something off, that'll be great.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to make sure that you get the right information. I'm just going to show you some things in the market you can help with. And ultimately, the sale of your house is going to help my clients out as well. So anything I can do to help you is going to help my clients out. So that's what it's all about.
Okay.
Okay. So you see how you can create a better engagement and then take it to the next step where you're like, hey, I'm just going to stop by the house. And what are you going to drop by, Angela? What are you going to drop by on the next time you talk to him in 2 days or less?
What am I going to bring by? Like bring to him?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring him my card. I'm going to bring him my seller brochure. I'm going to probably bring him donuts.
You're going to bring him everything.
Comparative marketing analysis, showing how you're going to get me my 250.
Yes. That was the next thing I was going to say.
You're going to bring him a listing packet. You're going to bring him a taste of the marketing. Then you're going to call him in a day or so. This is today. They call it Monday. Monday you call him. This is the situation. Monday night you drop off that packet. Put it in his mailbox. I guess you can't do that now. Put it at his front door and put it in an envelope. And Mr. J, thank you so much for your time on the phone. Look forward to talking to you more. Here's some good information for you. Listing packet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Next day, give him a call. Hey, did you get the information I dropped off for you? You got any questions about it? All right. Hey, best of luck to you, Mr. J. We'll talk again soon. Call him the next day. Hey, Mr. J, I actually have a buyer that was interested in the house around the corner that didn't work out for him. Do you mind if I bring him by and show him your house? And then take another agent. Show him around. Because you may have a buyer. May not be the buyer you bring.
Just make sure the other agent takes their name tag off.
Yeah, just don't. Take one of us, right? That's the thing. Now you're in there, you're dropping a little bit by like, hey, this is a great house, got some information. Hey, did you ever hear back from those other sellers or the buyers? Blah blah blah. Just keep moving along in the path, and then drop the line. Hey, just imagine how much work I'm doing for you now, and I don't even work for you.
That's true.
What's going to happen when I do?
Damn, Dan's good, isn't he?
I listen.
Yeah, the other question you can do is, you said other real estate agents came by. Has anybody else dropped off anything like this or been this committed to trying to help you?
I'm not even going to ask that because I'm not going to give them insight on what I'm doing.
No, okay.
Drop by some information. Wow them. I'm going to break it down to the ridiculous. When was the last time, ladies, that a gentleman opened the door for you? Gentlemen, when was the last time you opened a door for a lady?
2 days ago.
I said there's a different standard in the world these days, right? So as an agent, we need to take it back to a different standard. We can't just be this digital. Let me email it to you. Okay, fine. I'm going to throw that in the rest of the emails in the junk file. So great job on that call. I think you learned something. Angela, have fun.
Yeah, I definitely did.
I had one or two things. Angela, I don't know. I think it's important to mention the name of the brokerage along with Stratton when you're making a call.
Oh,
And-
definitely.
And Big Dan, I'm not sure if it would have been a good time to ask if those clients that stopped by the buyers potentially were vetted. Was there a good time to mention, like, how are you handling paperwork, or is that better for later?
Better for later. You can tell that he wasn't interested in that conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Whatever they tell you to follow up with them, cut it in half. Period. Call me in 6 months. Call me in 3.
I would have hung up on him because I didn't like his attitude.
Right?
You know what? He was a FISBO. Larry would nailed it. So that is how they are.
That's why I give Larry the chance to be the agent on the FISBO, because he's learning him in his own craft to be able to handle FISBOs, but he's realistic. I don't like practicing the win. Oh my God, yeah, no, come see it.
Yeah.
No, I want to be real. I want to have you guys in real world situation, live fire exercise kind of situation. But no, Hope's absolutely right. I was going to talk to you about that more candidly when you answer the phone or you talk about it. Hey, this is Angela over at the Stratton Group at Keller Williams Southern.
Yeah. I think because I'm just role playing, I mean, I must say that a million times. And then they go, who's Stratton Group? I'm like, well, do you know who Keller Williams is? You know, so yeah, I say that all
Which
day.
brings another point. Probably should just go right to Keller Williams Realty or something like that.
Yeah.
Nobody cares if you're a Stratton Group, Integrity Group, Apex Group. They don't know these names. But they might recognize Keller Williams.
Yeah.
Good job. Thank you, Ms.
Okay,
Hope.
gotta go.
All right. Number 1, care call. Let's make it quick.
Call me, Robin.
I need to step out a second.
Well, I like it. She's calling him out. Call me, Robin.
Yeah,
So I want
Okay.
I'm waiting.
3 minutes or less.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Good morning. This is Robin Keller Williams, Southern Arizona. How are you today?
Oh, good, Robin. What's new? Just doing laundry.
Oh, excellent. I'm just checking in to see how you're doing with all this crazy world that we're living in. How's your family holding up?
Oh, thanks for asking. Surprisingly, we're good. The kids are healthy. They just they miss their friends at school, and seeing them. And it's been a very long summer.
I'm sure it has. I'm so glad that everyone's healthy. Yeah, it's hard for the kids. They don't understand why they can't see their friends and what going back to school. Are the kids going to be going to school online this fall?
I believe they will. Yes, I think that's what they've chosen to do. Yeah, thank goodness they're older. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's hard as a parent to make the right decision.
Yeah, you're right. I don't disagree.
And are you able to work from home?
Yeah, I am. Just very part-time, just medical transcriptionist. We can work from home. So that's going fine. What about your work, Robin?
Oh, well, thank you for asking. So I've been really busy actually, and it's able to work from home. And with the market, there's a low inventory. So we have lots of, buyers who are looking. The interest rates are so low. I had a buyer that just found out today they got locked in at 2.875 for a 30-year mortgage, which is unheard of. So I was really happy for them. So there's still opportunities in this market. So I've been really busy actually. So I'm very happy with that.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Thank you. So do you have any plans for the end of the summer?
We're just going to have a staycation. Really not a big deal. We're going to take the kids to a little resort here, something cheap.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I just want you to know that I'm thinking about you, and if there's anything I can help with, or if you ever want to talk, I'm here.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it, Robin.
Okay, take care. Very nice to talk to you.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye.
Did you feel rushed?
Me? Well, I didn't want to make it too long, but I wanted to make it I don't know, more sincere and try and focus on who I was talking to.
Really, what I want you to do is avoid the deep rabbit holes if you can, because you're just making care calls, and this is just gonna, it changes the mindset from I need to talk to them for 20 minutes into a quick, brief interaction, and you can be very impactful quickly. So that's why I wanted to put the timestamp on this one, because we've had some care calls that took 9-10 minutes, but I want to do it in 3. 1, for practice, we get more rounds in, and 2, because it helps you guys keep the, you know, the quickness of the call.
So how long was that? Just curious.
2 minutes and 46 seconds.
Not bad.
You saw my timer?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I didn't.
All right. Lastly, situation 3. You are following up with a listing appointment you went on that you didn't get signed at that moment. We haven't really worked on this one, so we're gonna shoot it out in the dark. Who wants to be brave? Ring, ring, Teresa.
Am I going to be the agent or are you going to be the agent?
I'm calling you now. You guys were scared.
Okay. All right. Hello.
Hey, Miss Teresa, it's Big Dan over at Keller Williams, Southern Arizona. How are you?
I am doing pretty good today. Thanks
Well,
for
that's good to hear. I want to say thank you again for inviting me to your home yesterday. It was a pleasure to sit with you and your husband and discuss the potential of selling your house. You know, you probably guys haven't done so yet, made a decision. You know, did you have any lingering questions for me?
Yeah, you know, we did like your presentation, but we're the type of people, we like to think about it overnight, don't make any rash decisions on anything we make at that moment. And discussing it a little bit more after you left, we're just trying to decide if we should sell it ourselves or put it in your hands. So I guess kind of reiterate a little bit about why we should sign up with you. What's going to help us make that decision?
That's a great question. A lot of clients I've talked to had the same dilemma. Do we go with an agent or do we sell it on our own? It's a fantastic question. May I ask, out of curiosity, what is it about selling it on your own that has you thinking about it?
Well, just to maybe save that commission.
Okay. And that commission was?
I don't know. We didn't really get into that too deeply yesterday. So, but I know you're probably going to charge something.
Oh man, that's where I can fix it. I don't charge anything. I earn it.
Oh. Well,
No,
I guess that's different.
It's a great question. It's all about making sure that you guys net as much as possible on the sale of your house. And if going the independent route and selling it on your own is what you want to do, then there's just going to be some upholds that you need to kind of work through, the legal logistics of the deal. And typically when people sell the house on their own, they're working from the same mindset that you are, where it's, I want to save the money. And people that are buying houses from those type of in situations are looking to get the best deal. So you put 2 discounts together, what do you get?
0.
Usually a bigger discount, right? That's why on average, 90% of people that choose to sell the house on their own eventually go back to an agent. And if they do successfully consummate a deal, they're typically between 11 and 17% below what they could have got on the actual market. So you asked, why should you go with me? It's a great question. And not to be boisterous, is I know that I can help you net more money than you could on your own.
Okay. All right. Well, sounds like maybe we need to get back together, and we were kind of on the fence on what to do, and we're all about wanting to get the top dollar for our house, and sounds like maybe going with you would be the less stressful route.
Yeah,
And
I'll take care of everything, Miss Teresa. I can send over the documents right now via email to you and your husband. Is the emails that you guys shared with me last night the right emails to do that too?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send over the listing documents now. You guys can review them and get them signed. And I'll go ahead and start ordering up all the marketing material that we discussed yesterday in the presentation. Did you have any questions about all that?
No, I think you did a great job going over, how you're going to market the house, and we were very impressed with that. We were just trying to debate, the final decision. So, but I think we're going to be good.
Awesome. Well, Miss Teresa, I know that you're going to be happy. You're in the best of care. Myself and my team will make sure that we get your house sold quickly and for top dollar, and we'll take care of everything about it.
All right. Thanks, Dan.
You can wrap up the call however flamboyantly you want. Notice when I'm on the call, like I don't stay still and just look at a screen. I move around, I get into action. What were the 3 things I did physiologically? Physiologically? You're muted, Larry.
Looked around the room, leaned back in your chair. You were doing that look of what am I going to say next? But it all came out appropriately on the other end without the video. It would have, sounded very good.
Exactly. I wanted you guys to see that how I'm looking around, because what I'm doing is I'm putting myself in the kitchen at the table with them. And I was imagining sitting there talking to them. Notice when I said you and your husband, because that just helps you realize that you're not on the phone. Everyone feels like you cannot convey your personality through a device. Who says you can't? If we go back and listen to the recording between me saying what we're going to do on the phone call and then me in the phone call, 2 completely different voices. Are they not? The tone changes, the sincerity upgrades, the bass in my voice goes to a little bit more mellow, because I'm going from a place of instruction and coaching and high energy to one where I need to ground the customer. And I need to have very strategic speaking cues and talking in patterns that match what they're doing. It's not just what I'm saying, it's how I'm saying it. But the physical aspect of the call is the same as we did the other day, right? Make yourself real big. Increase that blood flow, get yourself pumping. If you make phone calls hunched over, and a lot of you guys do the scripting like this, lean back. Don't look at yourself or the screen. Listen for cues. But I think today went well.
Hey, Dan, I have a question on that call that you just did. One, it was 4 minutes. The other was that when you go to your listing appointments, you have a statement in there that you say, if at any time you have any questions or you feel that I'm not the best suited for you, then we'll cancel this now. Why did you leave that meeting without a signature when you would have already asked those questions?
Because sometimes you don't push that agreement with people that you know need to think about it. You will lose the deal on a hard sell. I did. I lost one 2 weeks ago. We talked about it, right?
Yeah.
$400,000 listing that I lost on a hard sell because I pushed him for that answer. And he smoke screened me. He's like, you know what? Looks great. Things are awesome. Let's talk about it. 5% listing, no problem. We'll get it done. And then he tells the agent that I referred him to where he's buying a house that he's not using me because of the hard sale. She laughed and she's like, well, he's probably just a weak person. You didn't want to deal with him anyways. He's difficult. Trying to make me feel better, of course, but those things are all set up. They're fallbacks because you're going to have that redundancy in there. Jason, you're absolutely right. At the beginning of this conversation, we would have started off with, Ms. Teresa, I appreciate all yours and your husband's time. As we're going through this, if we identify that I'm not the right agent to represent you in the sale of your house, would you please let me know? And if at any time that I feel like I'm not the right person to represent you and your husband's best interests, I will let you know. Do you mind if we continue? One of these calls will actually go over a listing presentation. You guys would like that? It'll help out. It's going to exude the confidence to it. But the one thing that we're missing, and everyone is missing, is follow up. Everyone's good at making one phone call. Everybody can make one phone call. It may not be a good phone call, but they're good at making that phone call. Pick up the phone, call. Hey, Larry, you want to sell your house? Oh, okay, thanks. No follow-up. Call back the next day. Hey, Larry, thanks again for talking to me. Do you have any questions for me? Or a better question, I should have answered this way. What questions do you have for me? Follow-up. Then you get nowhere, a couple days, follow-up. Couple days, follow-up. Success is in the follow-up, my friends. And I'm going to follow up with that one last thing is Happy Christmas in July. Go out there, do something powerful for yourselves today. And remember, you're in the happiness business. Go spread it.
Thanks, Dan.